Today we're going to be checking out the German cars, what I'm calling the GT class. They make up the bulk of my collection. These are the Carrera models. Now in today's broadcast we're going to cover the GT class of the Carrera cars in the collection. We did the DTM cars last time, so we're going to start with the GT cars. We're going to do Germany today, since they make up a large portion of the cars I have. We will start with BMW and the M6. This is the M6 number 20. Oh, there we go. Didn't want to focus. A little off black and white. Asymmetrical. And this model number is 30810. Neat little car. The BMWs run okay. They're not as good as some of the other cars, but with the right tires and you handle the magnets right, they do all right. Next up is the one that came with my starter package, the Row 99. Model on that's 30871. Don't have a case for this one because this came with the whole track package. Next up, the Walkenhorst PlayStation number 34. This one I got overseas. Pretty car. Very pretty car. Model number here, 30984. This is probably my favorite of the M6s. Now we move on to the M4s. I've got two of these. Both of these I got overseas. The M4 number 36, another Walkenhorst. I'm sorry, the Z4, not the M4. The M4s are the DTM cars. These are cute. They're a little smaller, but they track well. Pleased with them. Some of the other cars I really didn't like the livery, but these look really nice. Really happy with them. Model number on this. That one got rubbed off. We can come back to that later. Next one, my favorite. Boy, this car really sparkles. The green, just that metallic green just really jumps out at you. It's the number 12. Let's see, the model number on this is 30699. Beautiful car. Really pretty car. Yeah, that green just really jumps out. One of my favorite cars overall. You know, the models all look, You know, they've only so many models, but how they do the livery and make the cars look with the headlights and everything, those are the things that really stand out, and this one really does. All right, now we'll move on to the Audis. These are the Audi R8s. We'll start with the Audi Sport number 28. Yellow headlights. Very pretty car. They've got another one that's all blue and red, and it's I don't know, I'm still on the fence about that one. Not sure if I want to get it or not. I get picky with the colors and the livery. And this one is 30769. That's nothing really eye-popping about it, but it's a nice car. Another one I had to get overseas. This is the R8 Audi Sport number 10. Very pretty car. Regular clear headlights. And the model number is 30770. Next up, the Fullermeyer number 33. Really pretty car. Really like the livery on this one. Clear headlights. And this model number is 30785. And the last of the R8s. Another one of my top favorite models. The Yakko number 50. That chrome really pops. With that light lime green, it really stands out. Very pretty car. Clear headlights. Really like this one. And the model number here, this was an Evolution model, a 27546, that I of course converted to digital. This one was a little harder to find, so again I had to buy it. I got this one overseas, got the Evolution version, and then just grabbed the chipset with lights, and boom, done. Okay, on to the Mercedes. We have the AMG GT3s. We'll start with the Golf Edition. I've started getting several of the Golf Edition cars from various makes. There's just something about Golf and these classic paint schemes. This is the number 31. Gorgeous car. The Mercedes track pretty darn well. At least the Carreras do. Some of the others don't. Until you tweak them a bit. Model number on this is 30870. Next up is the AMG 16. This is a popular color scheme for all the different manufacturers. They all seem to do this one. It's a pretty car. And the model here is 30767. Another one of my favorites, the Blancpain 87. Really gorgeous color scheme here. And the model number, 30846. And last but not least, the Lemmy Racing number 27. Another gorgeous color scheme. And the model number on this one is 30783. And now we're down to the last of the Germans, the Porsche. Literally my favorite cars. The chassis on this is just the best. These cars, just throwing on tires, nothing beats them. Their track times are really hard to beat. The way these, something to do with the weight distribution, the center of gravity, how these cars are laid out, they just stick. I love them. So we'll start with the first one here, the number 91. These are the RSR GT3s. I've got all the ones I want but one. And once I go through these, if you've been around, you know which one it probably is. I keep looking for it. One day I'll find it. At least when they don't want a god-awful amount of money for it. And the model number on this is 27608. This was another Evolution that I converted to digital. Probably the least of the good-looking Porsches. It's okay. So if I let a friend or visitor use it and it gets trashed, that's okay. Next up is one of the newer releases, the Tricorp 88. Too bad that isn't silver or a reflective chrome. That would have been even better. But it's still a good-looking car. Focus on this gets off. To see about the focus on this phone, sometimes it takes a while to adjust. The model number on this is 31024. Yeah, these haven't been out all that long. Next up, the 93. Really nice color layout. Looks good going around the track. Some of these models I may convert to slotted motor pod chassis later. I found a couple places where I can order 3D print chassis to hold the motor pods. So some of these with angle winder setups might be pretty interesting. Nice car. Next up, the Hertz 911. The color scheme is nothing really to write home about, but just something about it. I really like this car. I've actually got two of them. I got a second one that I use the chassis to strap a run cam orange to for driving around the track and taking video. I may use the body for one of the slotted conversions, just to see how they do. And the model on this is 30915. Next up is the Quantum number 93. Again, another paint scheme I really liked. At first, I wasn't really that big of a deal, but the more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, if you don't like the way it looks, why would you buy it? It sure is a pretty car. And one of the faster ones on the track. And the model number on this is 30950. And we're down to one last car. Again, another one of my top favorites, and this one took a while to find. And it was the weirdest place that I found it. It's the DHL number 56, Project 25. This car has been very, very hard to find. Most times you see it, it's astronomically priced. I found it in Puerto Rico for $50. I was just, every once in a while, I'd take the car numbers, the model numbers, and just do a Google search looking for certain cars. And this was one of them. And one day it popped up at a toy store in Puerto Rico on their website. And they only had one, and they wanted $49.99 for it. And I was like, this has got to be one of those weird scam sites. I was like, no, this can't be real. Because the last time I saw it for sale, it was like $180 over at Electric Dream or something. So I looked at the name of the store and started doing some Google searches on that. And I found their Facebook page, and I checked the Google Earth, Google Maps to check the store location, and it was a legit store. I'm like, all right, this place looks legit. So I ordered it, and since it's Puerto Rico, it came by regular mail. I think the shipping on it was like $10. And in like a week, car came in, brand new, and I was very, very happy. So you never know. If there's cars you want, just get that model number, run a search every now and then, see what pops up. You never know what you're going to find or where. And the number on this one is, let's see, it's 30915. Actually, I think that's the, I use the base chassis of the other one. Guaranteed, yeah. Sometimes I swap running chassis out with different cars as I'm changing things around. For whatever reason, I popped the other chassis onto this car. So the rolling chassis I have sitting over there is probably the chassis that came with this Project 25 car. But anyway, those are the cars. Those are the German cars. Next episode, we will go into the rest of the GT3s, which is basically the US, Don't think there's any Brits. The U.S. cars, the Italians, and Nissan. So until next time.